Hi, I just wanted to make a quick video here showing how to manipulate the bytes of an executable file. So here I've got a piece of C code. Basically it's just writing to the console, hello world, you are infected. So this is our little virus, if you like, that we want to implant maybe in your Word document or Excel spreadsheet. So if we compile this and we just use the C compiler, then we'll get a exe file, and the exe file starts the normal way, 4D, 5A, etc. And so this executable may have a signature that could be recognized by intrusion detection systems. So what we want to do is to take this exe file and make it into something that the intrusion detection system can't recognize. So we're going to actually turn it into a character string. So let's see how we do this. What we want to happen is that here's our virus.exe file. So it's a string of bytes here. And we want to turn it into a text file where these numbers represent these pairs here. 4D, 5A is 77, this one is 90, etc. Okay, so just by running this code here, we get the content of virus.exe, and we encode it into bytes in this temporary file hex here, and then we're going to write that out to this file here, whatever it is, and I'm calling it dump.txt. Okay, in my file system. So we run that in the PowerShell. Okay, so here's our first instruction, get content. We're going to get the virus.exe file. So that's done there. Then the next command we want to run is we want to run, write all lines, and I'm writing it out here. So boom, write all lines, it's done, and it should be, if we look now at our file, dump.txt, here it is. So now I've got it in this form of a long character string, and I can go one more step and actually push it into an array list. So this is taking these characters, pushing them into an array that is rather like a jigsaw puzzle now, that I could shuffle these and unshuffle them in a little piece of code, and it would be impossible for an intrusion detection system to tell what's going on. So that's the first part. Now, once we've got this into onto our victim's computer, we want to reconstitute it into an exe. So we need to go back, and now what we want to do is to reconstitute this, virus.exe, and I'm going to call it evil payload here. So to do that, we need to do these three things here. We need to get our dump.txt, and we're going to split that, and then we're going to write it as bytes into evil payload. So let's go and see we can do those. So we get the content to hex. We want to do split. So there's split. And then finally, we want to write out our evil file. So here's I'm writing it to use as JRW evil payload. Okay. And if I go there, okay, and if I run that, hello world, you're infected. It's an executable. And so we've done this round tripping between files. So exe to text string, and then back text string back to evil payload, and that executes. This is quite a fairly simple exploit, but highly effective.